Good afternoon, welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for September 22nd through October 4th. First, we're going to take a look at Hurricane Maria. This is it's about to strike Puerto Rico and U.S. Virgin Islands. You can see the very tense hurricane. Let me see if I can zoom in. And you can see here the deep convection, the overshooting tops around the eye, and the eye is very small, very tightly wound storm. So I'll get more into that later in the forecast. And also, here's a look at Hurricane Jose. So see it has some deep convection here. And it's been wobbling somewhat on the west-northwest track, but it's forecast to move northward and then eastward away from the coast. Okay, we're going to look at the period now for September 22nd to 26th. And the pattern remains the same. We have a ridge here, trough over the west, and a ridge in the east. And this weakness here is Jose. So the models are good agreement on this. We don't see much of a change. And we go to the end of the period. See very little change in overall circulation. So below normal temperatures are forecast for the west. Temperatures will be above normal from the plains to the Atlantic coast. Precipitation is forecast to be below normal across California into the Great Basin and the central and southern plains, the northeast, and the middle Atlantic. Above normal precipitation is forecast for the northwest eastward to the upper Mississippi Valley. September 25th to 29th. Here we are at the 27th. Still forecasting a little change overall circulation. Models are good agreement on this. We go to the end of the period. This will be the 29th. And we still have a ridge trough, a trough ridge configuration, I should say. So the model's good agreement. So on this during this period, I'm forecasting below normal temperatures for much of the west. Anomalies of 6 to 12 degrees below normal forecast. Above normal temperatures are forecast for the Mississippi Valley to the Atlantic coast, with anomalies of 6 degrees above normal for precipitation. Below normal precipitation is forecast west of the Divide. Above normal precipitation is forecast for this region here. September 30th through October 4th. The models are kind of split, and you can see this is a GFS, kind of de-amplify. Keeps it full, de-amplifies almost to a zone of flow with near to above normal heights. And then we look at the GFS, and the ensembles remains the same, and then we look at the European, has an amplified flow, and then we look at the Canadian, and that's also flatter. So I'm going to go with the flatter flow for now. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting near to above normal heights across much of the nation, with anomalies of 4 degrees above normal and below normal. And for precipitation, still below normal precipitation is forecast west of the Divide and a portion of the southeast. Above normal precipitation is forecast for the southern plains. Now we're going to talk about the tropics again. Let me see if I can get the right map. Okay. This is the GFS, and this is Jose here. And then down here on this right-hand side is Maria, right here. So, and we go through time. You see it kind of like skirts the Bahamas, then kind of curves north, west, northwest, And then we come to next Tuesday, comes very close to the East Coast again, and then kind of curves out and moves to the Northeast. That's the GFS. And then we check the European. This is Jose, and then watch over here. You'll see Maria come along. And I go through time. Here comes Maria. They're kind of similar, maybe a little closer to the Bahamas, kind of skirts the Bahamas. Then lifts west-northwestward, and is further off to the east, further offshore, and then kind of curves out to the northeast. So most of the models, it doesn't really make a direct landfall anywhere in the U.S. or in the southeast, for that matter. So again, that's a long way off. And the models have been flip-flopping. You can see in the previous storms. It had Jose coming in to the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast and all that, and it didn't. So it's still remaining offshore. So that's it for now. That's the long-range weather forecast discussion for September 22nd through October 4th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.